If I can get this line everywhere, I'll be lit. Alright, cool. Let me flip in. Put this down. Can we get there? Hey. Definitely budget the dance, but anyway. Alright, cool. Is the line correct? Yeah? Alright, bet. Hey guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. This feels mad weird, but you know, gotta get used to these new things. So this video is mainly about introducing you guys to what I do, who I am, and what my plans are for the future in terms of this channel. So on my channel, I'll be posting content about therapy, about myself, just in terms of like how to take care of your body, how to rehab certain injuries, and how to prevent certain injuries from happening, and also just tips and advice in general. So that's what my channel's going to be about really. So I asked a few people on social media to ask me questions, and I'm going to answer a few of them right now. So we'll go with the first question. So who am I? So my name is Hopkins Langlah. I'm 22 years old. I'm in my final year university. I attend Essex University studying sports therapy. And a lot of people have been asking me how I got into sports therapy or physiotherapy. Now, I need to make like one clarification. There's a difference between sports therapy and physiotherapy. So sports therapy mainly just focuses on musculoskeletal, so rehabilitating an athlete to get back into playing that sport, or someone or normal person at work, and maybe they have like an ankle injury, shoulder injury, when it's purely musculoskeletal. While physiotherapy is a lot more broad, so they'll focus on musculoskeletal, cardiorespiratory, and also neuromuscular. So they'll be able to rehabilitate someone who suffered a stroke, or even to an extent some people having problems in terms of like their nerves. So they'll be able to like help them get better. So big difference. And I think I'm gonna do a video entirely on sports therapy very soon, just in terms of like what it is, what opportunities you have in it, the small ceiling it has, and yeah, I got into sports therapy because of my brother really. So I've always had an interest in sports. I've always been playing sports my whole life. Since I was little, primary school, secondary school, college, I've been playing sports. Favorite sports, basketball. And before I went to uni, I applied to actually study economics. So that was the original plan, to study economics. However, my brother literally sat me down one day. He's like, yeah, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. And the reason being is because is that you might be good at economics, but you don't really love economics. Like, you see yourself doing that as a career. And career-wise, I never saw myself doing economics. I never saw that in me, to be honest. But I always saw myself doing something in sports. Not sure what, but it was always something sports related. So that's what he told me. He's like, you love sports. You've been doing sports since you were young, so focus on that. And then that's when I started looking into different sports courses at university. And during that time as well, I injured my ACL. So typical cliche story, injured my knee, career down the drain and that. We know. Anyway, so there was that. And when I first injured my knee, I had no idea it was torn. So I had no idea that my ACL was torn. So I was walking around with a torn ACL for a whole year. And because of that, every time when my knee felt fine, I went to go out playing basketball and I hurt my knee, I'll lock it. I'll just be in pain for a couple of weeks, then back to normal, then lock my knee again over and over again. That was very frustrating. And then one day I met a professional netball player. She told me to get an MRI scan, and I was like, what is that? Then she told me what it is, went to go get one. I had to argue with my GP actually to get a scan. So we argued a bit. He's like, fine. Okay, cool. You think you're the expert? Go, here you go. Here's your appointment. Had my appointment. Turns out my ACL was torn. So when I found that out, it kind of just annoyed me, because why was I getting the wrong information in terms of treating my knee? How come I had to find out a year later that my ACL was torn? Why couldn't I have been sent to the correct people to assess my knee? So I started asking myself those questions, doing a bit more research. Then I found myself on sports therapy, and I was like, this looks cool. I'd love to like work with athletes and be able to rehabilitate them. That's great. So and that's how I got into sports therapy really. Alright, who is my biggest inspiration? My biggest inspiration? it's a hard question because I ain't got just one person, I've got multiple people. So first off, I'll start with my siblings. So to my older brother and sister, they're I'll say by far those two are my biggest inspirations in everything I do. So they're always pushing me to go above and beyond, giving me ideas, telling me to express myself the way I should express myself, like forcing me to do like videos like this, to buy a treatment table and offer massages and like sports therapy treatment and stuff. All of those things, they're always pushing me to do those things since I was young. So because they themselves, they're quite entrepreneurial, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be an entrepreneur or not, but I'm just doing what I feel like I need to do currently in life. So I feel like this is what I need to do for me to progress to the next level. So those two, I'll say that are my biggest inspirations, always giving me the right advice, telling me their mistakes, and yeah. And also I've got a few others, so I'll definitely say like a few athletes such as LeBron James and what he does just off and on the court, just in terms of how he's brought his friends together and enabled them to create their own opportunities and create opportunities for other people. I love the idea of that. For me, that's something I love to do. So when I do get myself in a good position in Jesus' name, that I'm able to help people grow themselves so that they can help themselves out and also help other people out. I generally think life works in a domino effect. So you helping someone, they'll lead to them helping someone else. So that's the way I see it. Alright. Which athlete would you like to work with and why? Definitely, it would definitely have to be LeBron James. Like I said before, in terms of him being like a complete package, the guy's good on the court and he's good off the court. So he's one of the best basketball players of all time, but also he's just an entrepreneur. He's just a revolutionary guy. Like, he does so much. He's created his own school. But the reason why I like to work with him is because he's managed to stay fit. Like, he hardly ever gets injured. Hardly ever gets injured. So I kind of want to know how he does that. Like, what type of training does he go through? Mindset as well, diet, all of that stuff. Because it's known that he spends like $1 million on nutrition, like training and stuff like that, potentially more, but it spends a lot of money. So I'd like to see that, but also be able to like learn from him at the same time as well. So like learn in terms of like how he sets his mind on certain goals, how he tackles them and how he achieves them as well. And just in terms of like how can I learn those techniques off him and apply it to my life, really. That's the person I'd definitely love to work with. What have you learned the most about managing your own business? So this is actually, so I started my business last year when I was in Canada, so I've done a year abroad. I'll do a separate video for that as well, just to tell people about my experience, but what they should look out for, what they should do. It's a wonderful experience. But I started all of this when I was in Canada. So when I was in Canada, I didn't have a lot of money. So yeah, a year abroad was quite expensive, and the accommodation I lived at was very, very expensive. So I didn't have a lot of money. So I need to figure out a way how to make money. I wasn't allowed to get a job on campus. No, I wasn't allowed to get a job off campus. I was allowed to get a job on campus, but they weren't willing to hire anyone, but well, an international student, because they were like, you're only going to be here for like another 3 months. We don't need to hire you. There's no point. Fair enough. So I was talking to my brother. My brother was like, once you buy a massage table, you have a level 3 qualification. You can treat people. So bought one table and then managed to get a few customers. I was even able to train a first year who played football. So I trained him a bit, just in terms of like how to work out, the importance of taking care of your body, all of those essential things. And I managed to make over like $500, something like that. So that helped out quite a lot actually. So from then on, I took what I started in Canada to the UK in London, and again bought a table, and then after that, it's just been going. It's been working. It's going up and down, but I've realized that the up and down mainly depends on my effort and how much time and energy I invest in it. So the biggest thing I've learned from doing all of this, I would say confidence. So just confidence in what you're doing, and time management, and just you can't be shy about what you're doing. Basically, that's what I've realized. I've gained more confidence every day, really, just in terms of like the impact I'm having on people, realizing that I'm having quite a reach to certain people. Like when I post something on like Twitter and I'm seeing like 100 likes, and I'm like, oh shoot, that's a lot of likes. Like, it's not 1K, but man's getting there. Man's getting there, obviously. So confidence and time management, just being confident in your content, what you do, and in yourself as well. And sort of about the bigger picture at the end of the day. Like, this is it's a long-term plan what I'm doing. I'm not planning on doing this short term. I kind of want to see how far I can go. So this is why I decided to do YouTube as well as the next step. Any brand collabs? Ooh, listen, Nike, shout, man. Yeah? If not Nike, then Adidas in it. But Nike, shout, man. Listen, we could do, I've got ideas, but a good thing for me to collab with a company like Nike, it will give me an access to many athletes. And then again, my potential, like just in terms of like me working with them, and also just being able to see what they do to take care of their body. I feel like there's a lot of content on training, so like working out, getting stronger, faster, more explosive, but there's not a lot of content on how to take care of your body. Like, what are you doing mentally? What other type of exercise are you doing to like make sure you're very mobile, that you're not sore the next day? Like, what do you do? Like, what foods do you eat? Like, a lot of people don't know, for example, that many foods can help you heal faster when you're injured, but people don't know that. It's not a thing that we talk about a lot. So that'll definitely be a brand I'd love to collab with. So if there's anyone watching from Nike, shout me. Cool. Alright. The best memory you have with the London Lions? Hey, yeesh, that's a hard one. Do you know what? That will have to be a separate video again. I feel like my experience with London Lions is very unique. It was such an amazing experience. But I guess my favourite memory might have to be when we won the BBL, that cup. Like, it was held in the Copper Box, our home court, and Sky Sports was hosting the event, and the Copper Box was packed out. I saw flares. Like, it was mad. That was a mad experience, and I loved it so much, and we won it. And I think that might have been my best experience, because that was like my first, I think it was like my second or third day with the team. And I didn't even know it was going to be a big competition like that. But I might include like a quick snippet of the video of like a snap of the event. Yeah, it has to be that. But I'll make sure to make my own separate video about London Lions. Favorite basketball team and player. So, favorite basketball player, Steph Curry. If you know me, I talk about Steph Curry every day. He's the best point guard in the league, best point guard of all time. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. And my team, Golden State. Yeah, obviously people might say I'm a bandwagon, but it is what it is. I don't care. Reason being, because I guess it goes hand in hand between the two. So when I first started watching basketball properly, like NBA properly, that was when Steph Curry started to ascend. Like, he was getting better and better every season. Like, he was starting to become a lot more healthy, because he used to have issues with his ankle, so he kept rupturing his ligaments, his ankles, not rupturing. Whoa, he didn't rupture them, but he continuously rolled his ankles continuously. So then eventually his trainer figured out what the problem was, so he was able to become a bit more stable and stronger in his ankle, and he was able to have a consistent season. And then one day he done this play.
Fun team, these fans certainly remember. Baron Davis. Curry splits the defense behind the back, fires a three. Oh, he puts it in! His head coach, though, we're going to show the reaction of Steve Kerr as this play was developing. And one of the reasons why Curry is one of the special players. Oh, watch.
Yeah. From that play, I was like, do you know what? Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's lit. So, my favorite player, fam. And reason why Golden State, I like how they've drafted Clay, Steph, Draymond, and just those three in particular. They were able to develop at that team, and they stayed together. Steve Kerr's a great coach, and they were able to get pieces to complement them as well. And the thing is that especially when they had their little run. You continuously little run, probably like their 5-year run. It was a 5-year run, yeah. 5-year run, yeah. 5-year run, 6-year run, 5-year run, 6, 5. That run anyway. You continually saw the players get better. So I saw Steph Curry get better every single season. This guy kept shooting the ball further out. Like, he wasn't playing about. Like, he really changed the game. Like, he proper changed the game, and that's what I respect. And I like their motto was strength in numbers. So I love it. So that's why they're my favorite team. And then someone asked me LeBron or Steph Curry. So obviously LeBron is the best player in the league. Yeah, he's been the best player in the league for a very long time actually. So I'm never gonna dispute that. Like, yeah, he's better than Steph Curry. But for me, my favorite player to watch in the NBA is Steph Curry. So yeah. So there you go. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll be posting much more content, especially since we're in quarantine. I ain't got much to do. I mean, I've got exams, but revision ain't banging. Revision ain't banging, fam, at all. So there's that. And yeah, stay tuned. Thank you very much. Make sure to like and subscribe. Oh my days, I can finally say it. Oh shoot. Oh, that felt nice. Yeah, like and subscribe and comment too. Yeah.